Welcome to this week's episode of Humans in 5. This week, I'm on my own, and I'm building on Sarah Louise's episode from last week, where she talked about the feeling of burnout that can come from work grinding away at your well-being. Burnout is a feeling that can leave you exhausted, feeling negative towards your work, and with a strong sense of cynicism about your job, your colleagues, and your own sense of any work achievements. These feelings can become overwhelming, and can even lead to some physical symptoms that can be a further drag on your well-being. For some of us, myself included, we're feeling something a little bit different these days. I don't feel negatively about my work, but I get really distracted. Even in non-work endeavors, there's this feeling of listlessness. Motivation isn't quite what it used to be, focus isn't what it quite used to be, and I have this feeling of not being terribly engaged in various spheres of my life. It turns out this feeling has become pretty common among a lot of people as the pandemic drags on, and a few sources have started putting a name to that feeling: languishing. Languishing is a feeling that exists between states like depression or burnout and a sense of flourishing. It's been defined as an absence of well-being. Things aren't terrible, but they don't exactly feel great either. Languishing might feel like a lack of drive and less joy in your day-to-day. Moreover, it builds slowly, so you might not notice this odd, untethered feeling setting in, which makes it hard for some of us to identify it. You may not actually notice your concentration slipping as things still get done. You may wake up and exercise, but you're slower to get started and not getting the same spark from it as before. So how can we start to address this feeling of languishing? One of the most important steps is to try and give that sensation a name. There's something to being able to identify our feelings, which also gives us the language to discuss the fog that many of us have been feeling. It helps to have terms that demonstrate how mental health and mental illness can exist on a spectrum. Languishing represents a state where this binary of health and disease doesn't quite work. It's important to recognize that there are many states between these two concepts where we might find ourselves during challenging times. So importantly, how do we start to get ourselves away from languishing? Sometimes things like new challenges that capture our attention can help. This might be like trying a task that's just a little harder than usual. Not so hard it puts you off, but a little extra challenge might help to recapture your attention and take you out of your sense of stagnation. Other tools might include setting boundaries to minimize interruptions so you can regain a sense of progress in some aspects of life and let a feeling of momentum emerge. Also, savoring and celebrating those tiny victories can help bring your attention to good things as they happen. Connecting to your community and support network are always good ideas that can help give you a sense of fulfillment, even if it's as small as chatting for a little longer at your coffee pickup or the grocery till. Importantly, if you think you are languishing, you're not alone. Giving the blahs a name can help crystallize what some of us are going through, as can creating a mental space where you can start to find your way back to things that capture your attention and rev your engine. Speaking to a mental health professional can also help with working through these feelings and give us more specific tools that can help guide us out of this fog. Whatever path works best for you, be kind to yourself in that journey. Take it one moment at a time. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on Humans in 5. And don't forget to subscribe!